Hello, greetings and salutations. Welcome back to another video. It's been some time, but this video I wanted to do something a little different. I'm trying not to keep this video too long because I know people's attention spans was about quarter hour at a time, so I'm gonna try and keep it 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Doesn't matter, does it? But I want to say that I'm a passionate fan over Titans. And yes, Titans is the live action CW show based off the Teen Titans comics to a degree. It's got all the classic characters. We've got Robin, Starfire, Beast Boy, Raven, and more. I liked season 1. Season 1 has a ton of fucking issues, but it's definitely the starting point, more like the stepping stone for the direction of the series going forward. That's also an orange, by the way, in the back. Just forget about it. Oh yes, and this, I don't want to call it a review. It's more like a breakdown of my thoughts just on the whole thing. Is I'm gonna go under the assumption that you have seen the show or have seen the trailers and got an idea of the show. Basically, season 2 disappointed me because they hyped so much shit up in season 1, and I'll go into it a bit later. But season 2 disappointed me. It was bad. It was muddy, it was messy, and it was just muddled everywhere. So seeing the trailer for season 3, I'm actually quite concerned, because it's giving me a lot of season 2 vibes. And I'm one of those people who believe that, okay, to a degree, season 1 gets a pass just because it was basically the first live action DC show on the DC streaming service away from the CW. And 2, the fact that it was its first season, so it was just there to establish characters, establish plot lines, and then just move forward from there. And I believe for the most part, they kind of did it. I was hyped for season 2. I saw the trailers and I was like, woo, Superboy, hell yeah, I love Superboy. And we're gonna get fucking Nightwing. Nightwing is one of my favorite DC characters of all time. It's always a confliction with me whether he beats Batman or not. For me at least. It's really like between them two. But yeah, it's just season 3 has got me worried. So I thought we could like go down the trailer, the official trailer a little bit, and just discuss some pieces. So I got my tea ready. It's in a Spider-Man cup, as you can see. I just went on a rant about how much I love Nightwing. I'm like, yeah, I'm drinking out of my Spider-Man cup. So I'm gonna just describing the trailer as we go along. I'm gonna have it playing at the bottom. So they're gonna go into more of Dick's his childhood with Bruce, what he was taught, trained. Basically the fact that Bruce is, some dark figure in everyone's lives. And this is where the trailer started losing me. Okay. So basically, I love Red Hood as well. Under the Red Hood is one of my favorite DC animated movies. I think it's like that for a lot of people. And I think that Red Hood works in a comic and Red Hood works in a movie. Red Hood can work in a series, just not this series, because, and I'm gonna get into it now, what I said before, is that the series has an issue with plot. Season 1, you can argue that the main plot was Raven, and her connection with this entire cult, her looking for a mother, her and her father Trigon. That was the main driving plot. Everyone else's plots kind of like intervened with hers. The main character, however, is Nightwing, is Dick, or Robin as he was. And the issue with that is that even though I love my boy getting some spotlight, I love me some Dick. the fact that everyone's plot lines kind of intervened with Rachel's is like, okay, so she's the main plot. Now everyone else is kind of like steering into it. Like, we have Dick, who's a detective, who's like helping her out. Then we have Starfire, who is basically got amnesia, because that's a great writing point. Like, if you want a decent story, you always give your characters brain not remembering things anymore syndrome. That always works. She's got amnesia, and she believes that Rachel is the key to finding her memories. Beast Boy meets her at an arcade, and they spend some time together, so they do the development. He lets her meet the Doom Patrol, which is a series I love. Season 1 of Doom Patrol, I still gotta watch Season 2, but Season 1 of Doom Patrol is find Rachel's main plot. And, you know, they really hyped us up at the end of like, yes, Rachel Trigon is gonna be here, and we're gonna have to work together to defeat her. The Titans are gonna come together. Fucking Trigon dies in the first episode, and then they literally, like, in that episode, at the end they move on to Deathstroke, which as a character I love, but it's like, why hype us up for an entire season right till the end, and then as soon as you want to like hit us with season 2, come on, we're getting Trigon, it's Deathstroke now. It's like, why do that? So then I was like, okay, off to a rough start, but no, you know, hopefully it gets better. And then plot lines are still undeveloped, because everyone's got like their own miniature story development going on. Like, Dick has to learn to get past his Robin phase, which was like a traumatic phase in his life. Starfire has to basically find out what makes her her. She needs to like find a meaning in her life. Rachel needs to like come to terms with her family and with her own powers. Beast Boy wants to venture out and world. Beast Boy has the weakest plotline, honestly, but Beast Boy wants to go out into the world and, you know, just experience it again as a fucking green tiger, because he'll never transform into anything else. He transformed into a snake once in season 2 for like a few seconds, and I was like, whoa, are we getting more animals? And they're like, no, the budget only allows for a tiger. And I'm like, oh, okay, well then. But yeah, so that's the plot lines of season 1. Then season 2 introduces yeah, we got Jason, like Doom Patrol. I don't want to say Doom Patrol and Jason is like part of that plot line, because they're kind of just side stories. But then season 2 is like, no, Jason is here now, and he's got PTSD from a traumatic experience with the team. Hawk and Dove go through their own shit. Dick is going through some fucking heavy shit. Like, that man puts himself in jail. Like, Jesus. Corey just goes off on her own. She's like, fuck this. Rachel does the same thing. Raven's just like, fuck this even more, and leaves. And then Beast Boys and Superboy is like the only one. And then Superboy gets fucking introduced, and he has one of the best episodes of season 2, which isn't saying much, but it's like, no, he has a genuine plot line. It feels like it gets solved way too quickly. Superboy, what I love from Young Justice is that Superboy is more of a complex character. He seems just more like the stereotypical angry guy, but it's how he feels about himself. Him being a clone of one of the strongest mortal beings on Earth, or even in the galaxy. It's like he feels inadequate. He doesn't feel like he's enough. His anger just drives him, and he has to like learn to respect himself, respect others, and work as a team. And, you know, that's how Superboy became one of my best characters in Young Justice, other than obviously Robin and that. But yeah, he's just like, he gets his plot, his character arc done in 2 episodes, and then that's about it, and it doesn't go anywhere else. So basically it just throws in all this plot, and then we're like, okay, this is fucking muddy and muddled, everyone's going through some shit. How are we gonna resolve this? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna throw in more plot, because that's what season 3 is, and I'm not happy about this fucking trailer. I won't lie. I see a lot of people are very positive for it, which surprises me, but at the same time doesn't surprise me, because I know a lot of people watch these type of shows and just go like, yeah, they're fun, yeah, I like them, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you enjoy a show and a movie, it's just you gotta kind of give me a reason why. And in this scenario, it's more a case of they just seeing their favorite plot lines, come to life. Because we're getting Jason Todd becoming Red Hood, a character a lot of people love. But my issue is, the man still has PTSD from season 2, right? And he's still feeling inadequate from Dick, because Dick was always praised as like Bruce's real protege from season 1. So now, season 3 is literally like gonna beat his ass, literally, with a crowbar, and turn him into a totally different character, when the previous plot lines are incomplete. It's like, oh, it's muddy. It's very muddled. It's very muddy. But let's continue. So yes, the Joker's coming, and gonna beat the ever-living shit out of Jason. Now, the trailer hasn't hinted at anything like super magical forces, like the Lazarus Pit, or even the League of Shadows being mentioned. So I don't think there's gonna be anything magical bringing Jason back. But I feel it's just gonna be him coming back and wanting to kick some asses, like, away from Robin. Unless the show, I don't know if I can say it will surprise me. Do I want the Lazarus Pit super magical shit, or do I just want him to like come back basically and seek revenge? Because the Lazarus Pit did something to him, and in the comics and the movie, Lazarus Pit basically altered Jason's mind, so he became like more ruthless, more cold-hearted, stuff like that. He still had a lot of his old memories and his old emotions, but he was a lot more refined in his killing methods, which helped him square up against Bruce Wayne, Batman. Because Jason's issue was always his anger. So I don't know how they're gonna do the Red Hood thing, but we're gonna see about that. That part. I'm watching this without sound, by the way, but I did watch before. Okay, so
it's over.
Batman's gonna have his own thing again, and we got Commissioner Gordon, aka Barbara Gordon. We've got the scene. I think this is the mob scene.
Gotham.
Yeah, it's the infamous mob scene where Red Hood introduces himself, and he's just basically gonna. So you see, my issue is, season 3, every season I think only has about 13 episodes, and what you can give the CW is almost all their seasons are like 25, 26 and upwards, around that part. So there's a lot of time to develop those characters, but the issue with the CW is that it's got a very formulaic, cookie cutter, Power Ranger-esque type writing, where it's just like, main character has a problem. Main character fights the main villain for the episode. Main villain kicks hero's ass. Hero has existential crisis. Someone goes into a fucking hallway. Someone has to go talk to that person in the fucking hallway. I'm talking about the Flash exclusively, because I liked the Flash until like season 4, and then I just cut myself off from it. But that's basically how it is. It's like, oh no, I've got a problem. Oh, no, fuck this, and then they go into the hallway, and then the infamous, I'll go talk to them, and then they go to the hallway, and they're like, what's the problem? It's a CW, so there's got to be drama, you know. But then, and then hero fights bad guy again, but learns something new, or someone gives him some advice of like, oh, we hacked the system, we found out that he's weak to puppies, and then they're like, oh, Flash, and then runs to the puppies, throws at him, and it's like, we beat him, and then the character solves his issue that he had in the beginning of the episode with what he learned now through the episode, which can work for a cartoon, but for a live action series based on a superhero, it's like, it's lazy. Titan's issue is, and it makes me mad, it really does make me angry, Titan's issue is that it's got potential, and it's wasting that potential by throwing in references, plot lines to be loved, Easter eggs, all that stuff. It's just tossing in there, and it's not refining it. It's just like, you want to like make a blade. I give you a piece of metal, I don't want you to make a blade out of it. You just make me a club. It's just like, where's the blade? And they're like, no, we're gonna add fucking spikes on top of it and a fucking laser beam, and it's gonna be a scope on the blade. And I'm like, why are you giving me all this extra shit? Just do right the initial idea, right? Which is the Titans. We want the Titans. Don't focus too much on one character and everyone else becomes side characters, because that was the issue with season 1 and 2. Is that, no, okay, season 1 gets a pass-ish, because Dick Grayson is our main character, but Rachel's the main plot. Season 2 was like, Dick Grayson is the main character and the main plot again. And like I said, I love me some Dick. But the issue is, he can't get all the spotlight. And I've been reading comments. I watched this trailer like yesterday, and I've been wanting to talk about this. I know I'm very late to the party, but I've been looking in the comments, and a lot of people are saying they don't like how they're just throwing in Batman storylines the entire time. You know, Dick Grayson has issues with Bruce Wayne. Second season, Bruce Wayne doesn't have issues with Dick Grayson, but Dick Grayson still has issues with Bruce Wayne. And we're doing Dick Grayson leaves Robin to become Nightwing, and we have this and that. And then season 3 is going to be like, no, we have Barbara Gordon now, another Bat figure in a Joker scenario with Red Hood coming out. You see my point? It's just Batman stories the entire time, and I'm not a fan of that, because I'm not here to watch Batman. As much as I love him, I'm not here to watch Batman. I'm here to watch Titans. I want to see the team together. Season 1 was trying to get everyone together in the same place and keep them there, and it was trying its hardest, I guess. Season 2 just said, fuck it, it's a free-for-all, and then everyone just went their own ways. I mean, there's literally a scene dedicated to everyone just breaking up because they come to the realization, or they figured out something about Dick, a secret that he's been holding from them. And these adults act like children because they can't handle the news, and then they all just go, I hate you, I'm leaving you, fuck you, Dick, I used to fuck that Dick, I'm leaving because she's leaving. It's like why? Alright, so the season 2 didn't even have the fucking team together, and that's also criticism I see a lot of in the comments. Please keep the team fucking together, like the shot here, keep them together. That's what we want. We want Titans. We don't want Titans. Spell it out, because all those fucking members are in different places. It's like, no, we want Titans. We want the team together. We need to feel like a team. So yes, as I was saying, I kind of went off track, but that's how this video is going to be. It's going to be long, but what I would like is that I honestly don't want him to do Red Hood yet. I would wait, because my issue with Red Hood is that he is such a defined character arc for Jason. He goes from Robin to Red Hood, and there's a curve there. This thing is literally just gonna run through the fucking brick wall to get to the other side. It's gonna rush it. I'm fucking guarantee you. I will watch the series of the season, and I will make a video, and I will fucking put a bet up that Jason is probably gonna fucking die or not die the first episode. In the second episode, he's gonna be the Red Hood. Because this show rushes plot. I don't know why. Yes, you only have 13 episodes, but that still gives you a space to work in. It still gives you room to develop these characters and to push along the main plot line. You don't need individual little subplot lines that only last an episode and then don't go anywhere. That's wasted time. I love little plot lines like the Hawk and Dove episode from season 1. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it because it got you invested in their relationship, how they met, and how they each became their respective hero. But if you don't do it right, it just feels like padding. It feels like wasting time. And then your characters are supposed to feel like they've gotten somewhere with their characters. with their arcs, and they don't, because they just regress back. We thought that Dick was finally the leader he was meant to be. He was finally meant to lead these people, become a father figure or brother figure, a leader, a mentor for these characters. I hope to God he's that now, because season 2, he just fucking ran out for cigarettes and never came back. The man went to jail because he was feeling guilty, and now he's back sporting that sweet ass suit. And I hope to God that it's gonna be a better situation now. Please, Dick, for the love of God, stay here with the team. Don't run off.
Be a better Batman. The Titans got this.
You know how crazy that is, right? Trying to step in your shoes.
Oh, we're gonna get a Red Hood versus Nightwing fight, which I am actually looking quite forward to, because the nice thing about the animated fight in Under the Red Hood between Batman and Red Hood is that Batman could start picking up on tactics, moves, and whatnot. And Nightwing was also there, but he didn't directly confront Red Hood as much as Batman did. But Nightwing was able to pick up on hints like, wait a minute, this guy was able to cut your rope. He has a knife that can cut your rope, and your rope is almost uncuttable. Or, no, Bruce said that. But Dick was like, no, look at his move, look at his technique. I mean, he fucking twisted himself around mid-air and cut the rope before it even went taut. So it's like, this guy knows your tricks. He's good. We should be careful.
Our boy here has some skills. He's been trained, and trained well. Like right there. That. He sliced that cable off his ankle before it went taut. You don't just do that. That has to be practiced, learned.
And then there's the knife.
What about it?
You know many knives that can cut my lines?
Not many.
No, not many.
And I was like, okay, no, they're starting to pick up that this guy knows them, maybe, you know? So I think they're going to try to go for the same thing with the Nightwing versus Red Hood fight. I really hope it does well. That maybe because they have sparred together and they've trained together and they've fought together. Not a lot, but it was there. So I hope that, yeah, Dick just picks up on some tricks and moves that Jason is throwing out. So he's going to be like, wait a minute, this guy's so familiar. Because even the trailer's trying to sell you on like the whole, Jason's just gonna fucking die, and then all of a sudden this dude Red Hood comes out and he just fucking murders criminals and fights Nightwing, and then he's gonna notice like, wait a minute, his moves are like, you know, crazy. But yes, we're also getting we're getting Beast Boy action now. I love Beast Boy, but this show has done him dirty, and the actor's quite good as the character. But my issue is that he's just wasted. He had one episode that wasn't even dedicated to him in season 1, the Doom Patrol episode, which I love. There's a lot of speculation on that, of like, is that Doom Patrol in the same universe as the Doom Patrol series with Cyborg, or is it like the same universe, or is it two different universes? Don't know. But yeah, he only had like one episode. Then he had a plot point where he ate someone for the first time and tasted blood, because he said he's never bitten people before. But then he, you know, he started like thinking, am I becoming too animalistic? Am I losing my mind? And then that stayed around for like maybe half an episode, and then it went away. And then in season 2, beginning episode 1 of season 2, he transformed into a snake, and I was like, yes, are we getting more animals for Beast Boy, not fucking Tiger Dude? His name's not Tiger Dude, it's Beast Boy. Let my man become a bird. Come on, we got the fucking budget. If you got a budget for a gargoyle, you know, an animated gargoyle to like fly around the fucking room, you've got money to turn my boy into a green bird. Like, please. Come on, HBO. You can just give him the moolah, right? And yeah, then his plotline in season 2 was that he was taken in by Cadmus, I believe, and he was brainwashed. So then he started attacking people to the sound of a Beethoven song. I don't know if it was a Beethoven song, but it was old classical music, and he started like going fucking mental. And then right at the end, like in the last episode, because they were like, oh fuck, we need to, you know, tie all these loose ends together. They let Rachel Raven get like touch him and just like, no, you're my friend, and then he was just like, ooh, and then he was back to normal. So that's gone. But we're gonna get some action with him. He's gonna be Beastman, it seems, from the trailer, because he's kicking people in his human green form. So I wonder if the animal instinct and power is gonna like, maybe he's gonna find a balance between the two, which is a cool idea. It's a cool concept of like, okay, he's finding the balance between his animal and human self, so he can get the properties and the powers of an animal in his human form, which is like, okay, that's cool. But my issue is, it just feels like it's an excuse not to turn my boy into a bird. That's like, it really feels like it's like, oh yeah, we're saving budget, look, he's unlocked this new form, so he can now access his animal powers as a man. We're just like, you're just trying to save money, aren't you? But yeah, we're getting some plot points with Starfire and her sisters coming.
You're gonna dove.
That's cool.
I'm gonna hawk.
Hawk and Dove are still fucking arguing. We got Jason,
For cases like these, we've been
Arkham.
using a consultant.
We got,
Scarecrow.
oh, Scarecrow is here. I don't know why. It's just like, yo. Yeah. Jason does look good. The suit looks nice. It's very comic accurate. And when I mean comic accurate, I mean it's literally just like a Power Ranger helmet in the shape of Deadpool with a hoodie and maybe some body armor, Kevlar under the bottom. Like, that is his suit. And I mean, look, he looks cool. He doesn't look very threatening out in the open. He looks like a cosplayer, but yeah, I mean, he looks cool. He looks cool.
Red Hood is a biblical brother. The king moves stealthily while the pawns are sent.
I feel like the plot of Wonder Girl, Donna, she is probably gonna have one of the shortest plots, because they they killed her off in the most fucking stupidest way possible. She's like super strong. She can block bullets and she can fucking take punches from Superboy, who's on the fucking level of almost a full Kryptonian like Superman. But instead she gets killed by a fucking electrical fence. What was this? She was trying to save somebody, and then she like got tired, and then she fell into a fucking fence and just like and then she's just dead, and everyone's like, oh my god. I think that's where I lost it in season 2. Right at the end, I was like, no, what have you guys done?
Everybody get back! Everybody get back!
So season 3 is gonna focus on, because Rachel went with the Amazonians to Themyscira, so it's gonna focus on her resurrection and maybe Rachel's training, progression, because she kind of gets loosey-goosey plotline. She's like, sometimes they focus on it a little bit. Oh, is my powers out of control? Am I still in control? Is Trigon still there? And then it just like goes on the bus and says, no, you're fine. So I wonder if it's like her powers are gonna manifest again as an issue. But yes,
Destruction. It's just his own.
we've got yeah, ooh, I like that with the Superboy and Crypto Dog.
You come after family?
We've got
We show no
Nightwing
mercy.
kicking ass, Jason Todd fighting. We got the hero shot here. Let's see. Where do we go? So yeah, my issue with it, a lot of people are excited for it, and I can understand why, but at the same time it's like, it's so muddy. Like, when you want a nice refined story, you know, have a plot line written out for the 13 episodes, and you have little snippets of people's side stories, you know, and you have everything going on. like you know what you're doing almost. You know what you want to get out of the season, out of the series. Because it feels like every season just resets itself. That's the vibe I'm getting. But fucking the plot line with everything going on, because we're like, oh, how is Jason dealing with his PTSD, and he's split from Rose and from the team, you know? What's going on with Donna? Is she alive? Is she dead? What's Rachel up to? You know, all that stuff. It's like this fucking season is just like a bukkake of fucking plot lines. It's just coming all over the place, and it's so messy, and at the end of it, it's like the experience might have been nice, but at the end of the story, you've just got a mess on your hands. So I'm not super psyched for season 3. I think I've basically gone into detail my issues with it, and I had a lot of hope for the series, because season 1 was a stepping stone. Season 2 was a fucking accident. And I really thought at the end of season 1, okay, they're gonna get a bigger budget. They're gonna straighten out their storyline, and it's gonna be great. I enjoyed Doom Patrol a lot more, and Doom Patrol is great because that show knows how to focus on its character. I know Titans is more of an action-based superhero show, and then Doom Patrol is more of a character-driven one where it focuses on the characters' lives. But I enjoy that more because I enjoyed watching these freaks of nature all come together as a family and, you know, learn about themselves, forgive themselves for their past mistakes, and accept who they are today. And I thought that was amazing. I enjoyed season 1. I still gonna watch season 2 of Doom Patrol, but I will get to that. And I didn't watch Swamp Thing yet, even though I like Swamp Thing. I haven't watched the series yet, even though I only know they got one season. A lot of people are pissed that that show was cancelled so that Titans can get another season, and then they fucking it up this bad. It's depressing, yeah. But I think I've basically gone into detail about what my thoughts are, what my feelings are about the show. So yeah, with that being said, thanks for watching. If you did watch it, fucking champ, just watching me rant about shit. Yeah, I've got a lot more video ideas on the way, so please do look out for that. I'm actually gonna start using my fucking notifications. I'm gonna start doing community tabs and such, because I heard that's how you speedrun getting subscribers. I'm not gonna abuse it. I've seen some YouTubers go like, how did you wake up in the morning? And then it's like hard, soft, cold, warm, sleepy, and then people choose that. That's like, that's not a community tab. That's just, I know you're, I know everyone's on the grind. Everyone's just trying to make it big, you know, it's work, but you know, you can at least try. So if I do community tabs, I'm gonna ask legitimate questions, and I'm gonna actually engage more with people, ask more thought-provoking questions, ones that I'm actually interested in the answer for. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. That's gonna be coming in the next week. I've got so many ideas, but I'm working at it. So yeah, please, thank you for enjoying. I will see you in the next video. Are you excited for Titan Season 3? You tell me.